Kind of wild, right? At the tail end of 2024, it was just kind of snuck out there. It just kind of released a little bit of a teaser that, oh yeah, Chris Evans is going to be, finding his way back into the MCU fold. And a lot of people were going, well, yeah, of course, because we know that upcoming Captain America film, which is coming out in very few short days, which is just wild to think about. But yeah, Chris Evans hasn't done anything with his own career. And yeah, that upcoming Cap 4 is like, it's such a disaster. The only thing notable about that is just, the production hell that it's gone through. So yeah, any sort of artificial bump for popularity for that film, just confusing people by having Chris Evans's name back out there with, Captain America, that could get people to the theater. But then Anthony Mackie went and, said what he had to say about this, and it just immediately tanked just the glimmer of hope that the film had of being somewhat profitable. So now Chris Evans, I guess he's out here trying to just tamp down any expectation. No, don't expect me to be a key jangle in Cap 4, which I kind of think they're probably working on it, because we know, even at this point in time, even with just days left on the calendar, they're still working on this. Like, they're editing it, they're putting the polish on the CGI slop that's going to look atrocious. Like, hell, what was it? A Spider-Man No Way Home? They weren't even done with the CGI until like 2 days after release of the film. They had to bring in new copies of the film in order to show. Like, it was just wild to think about just how unorganized the production is for Marvel. So yeah, I would imagine, I still think that we're going to get some kind of a key jangle. There's going to be some reference, not just to Steve Rogers, which that's obviously going to happen, but I don't know if we directly see Chris Evans, but do we hear Chris Evans? I kind of think so. Because that's the type of shit that'll definitely go viral, and you'll have all of those Marvel stan accounts go, oh my god, we're so back, guys. But for Chris Evans to come out and say, oh no, I won't be coming back for Avengers Doomsday, it's like, we know your career hasn't gone anywhere. We know that Marvel's desperate, and you coming back, like if Robert Downey Jr. is going to be coming back and he's going to be Doctor Doom, Steve Rogers is going to come back and he's going to do the whole Hail Hydra gimmick, because it's going to be a different universe Doctor Doom come over, so you're going to have a different universe Cap come over at the same time. And that's the way that the Fantastic Four is going to fold things in, because that's supposed to be a different universe, and then at the end of it they're going to have them transported into the 616, and that's the way that they're going to set up for Doomsday and Secret Wars. Like, it's so predictable, it's so stupid. And the fact that Chris Evans thinks that anybody is going to buy this at the same time. Now, we know you just don't want to kind of spoil any type of reveal, mostly because you know that it's going to be wasted on a flop. Like, just stop. Chris Evans has officially denied rumors that he will return to Marvel and reprise his role as Steve Rogers in Avengers Doomsday, claiming he's happily retired from the MCU. Yeah, because you got to go shoot another Netflix disposable film, right? However, given Marvel's history of keeping major reveals under wraps and previous instances of actors outright lying about their involvement in projects, Evans' statement isn't putting speculation to rest. Yeah, because we already know, okay? Like, we know he's going to come back in some form or fashion. Those leaks are out there. It seems to fit. Marvel is going to try once again to set up the next generation, hopefully have it a little bit more grounded now that they can firmly reintroduce Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Spider-Man. Like, they can properly have all of their heaviest hitters moving forward in, I don't know, whatever it's going to be at that point in time. Maybe they'll just reboot everything so that it's not phase 6, phase 7 by the time that they have the opportunity to really turn this stuff around, so they could have a new Hulk, they could have a new Thor, a new Cap, they could have a new core Avengers team with all of those recognizable characters. Henry Cavill as Wolverine, Cynthia Erivo as Storm. No. They're already eyeing that other socialist twat that I can't think of what her goofy name is, but we know, okay? Like, he says that he's happily retired. Chris Evans' schedule is already full and all that stuff. Like, we know, like, he's out there, meeting and greeting and telling Trump what a good job he's doing with tariffs and stuff like that. I mean, like, that picture right there, the fact that it already has like 18 million views on it has to be true. That has to be legit, right? Cap would love Trump, and he does love Trump because he met with him in the Oval Office. Like, come on, guys, like, that's what we're doing out here. But that's really sending people for a loop. And well, so has speculation that Red Hulk is going to be an analogy for Trump. Like, what are we doing out here? But Anthony Mackie, oh God, Anthony, shut up for a second, okay? Tells Access Media to chill the F out over Red Hulk Trump comparisons because, okay, cool. Like, I've been following this movie for, God, it seems like years at this point in time, and it probably is. And when there was an early plot synopsis of, I think, the first cut of the film where there was supposed to be like a January 6th allegory, and Thunderbolt Ross, President Ross was supposed to be very much leading an insurrection or heavily inferred to be, paranoid about losing power and something about a stolen election. Like, it was very heavy-handed what they were trying to do. And also Captain Falcon was very impotently trying to put together an Avengers team that wouldn't answer his call, and then still ended up fighting, Red Hulk at the end of it. But I want to see how much of that stuff, translates over to the movie, which, like I said, comes out next Friday. It's going to be wild. So yeah, if you were going to be making those comparisons between Trump and Red Hulk, or at least the way that the MCU and these quote-unquote creatives, try to tie everything together, I think that that's fair. I think that that's fair because we know how ideologically driven they are. It's just, we know a shockingly small amount about this film in general. Like, we know Harrison Ford's going to be in it and Black Falcon's in it. Okay, cool. But what else? Anything else? Like, there's new Hispanic Falcon. Okay, cool. What's the plot? We know that Gus from Breaking Bad's going to be in it. He's going to be playing Gus from Breaking Bad in the MCU, like he was Gus from Breaking Bad in Star Wars with Moff Gideon. So, okay, cool. Leading the Serpent Society or some shit like that. Like, I don't know, man. It's wild how little we know about this film that has been in development for years at this point, but Anthony Mackie has seemingly drawn a firm line in the sand against political narratives surrounding Captain America Brave New World, telling the press to chill the F out when it comes to comparisons between the film's President Thaddeus Ross, aka the Red Hulk, and US President Donald J. Trump. Yeah, he doesn't talk about tariffs or drilling for energy. Like, I don't know why you guys are trying to draw those parallels. Mackie made the statement while defending Brave New World as literally the best movie it can be. Oh no, that's we've heard that line before when James Gunn said that The Flash was literally the best superhero movie he's ever seen in his life. It's like, bro, you made Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and you had the audacity to say that about The Flash? All right. Emphasizing that it stays in the lines of Marvel, it stays in the lines of Captain America, and it's fun and it's big. Okay, cool. But when pressed by Esquire about the growing speculation that Ford's President Ross, who transforms into a volatile rage monster Red Hulk, was meant to serve as a Trump analog, Mackie shut it down. I hope as a country we're all tired of political jousting. Well, I'm not, because I'm not tired of winning yet. I'm not tired of rubbing it in the faces of the people that literally wanted me dead for the past 4 and much longer than that, but especially for the past 4 years, making my life a living hell. No, I'm not tired of this stuff at all. No. Let's go to the movies and chill the F out. Could have made this mother effer yellow and it wouldn't have been a problem. I'm sure there's a yellow Hulk that's out there. Kind of like lanterns for DC. There's all the different types of lanterns. Yellow lantern, red lantern, purple lantern. But yeah, man, if you want to talk about, making entertainment less political, I mean, you're kind of working for the wrong company if that's what you're working for. So I would say the concerns are reasonably legitimate. It's no surprise that the corporate media outlets are trying to inject politics into Brave New World. Yeah, because we have seen, and especially with the Grammys, I don't even know how to tackle that. I'm probably not going to do a video on it, mostly because by the time that you guys see this video, the Grammys aren't even relevant. Yeah, Kanye West had his wife out there butt-ass naked. All right, cool. That was the biggest. Oh, right, and Will Smith's uniquely untalented son had a castle on his head. All right, cool. What's with this Will Smith redemption tour shit? Like, we got to talk about that. If there's going to be any carryover from any of this stuff, just the people forgiving that cuck, like, what are we doing out here? Anyways, another topic for another time. But yeah, Access Media, especially the way that they were pressing Brie Larson, just goes to show you that they haven't learned anything. Like, they're going to be just like communists, okay? Communists getting lined up and sent to the gulag. They are still going to be down with the message, even if it means them being down in the dirt. It is wild. Ever since Donald Trump's re-election, Hollywood Access Media has been in meltdown mode, with Variety, Hollywood Reporter, and Esquire publishing a steady stream of articles attacking the president and those who support him. So yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't they be asking, oh hey, is Red Hulk is he like the Orange Man? Could you say that Harrison Ford is like a shade of orange, a deep shade of orange? And the latest attempts sees seems to have been baiting Mackie into feeding the narrative that Brave New World carries anti-Trump messaging, a theory that has been circulating online due to Ross being depicted as an authoritarian U.S. president. The media often portrays Trump as. To Mackie's credit, he completely shut the idea down, pushing back against the media's attempts to politicize the film. The way he sees it, Brave New World is not a political statement. That's an attitude that more actors in Hollywood would do well to adopt. Yeah, exactly. But he also said the goofy things about Captain America that he did. But I mean, like, this kind of serves, right? Him just shutting down this bullshit just kind of really serves into the idea that he really did misspeak over there in Italy when he said, yeah, like, being all of these good things, I don't necessarily think represents America. What he was obviously aiming for, at least in my opinion. Okay, he said something stupid. Okay, like, just roast him for saying something stupid. It's just everything else that he says doesn't really follow along with that. So either that was just a slip of the tongue of a very well kept secret that he is anti-American, or he was just playing to the room being a dummy. Regardless, he says something like this where, no, it's not a political movie. It's a fun movie. I had a great time making it. You know, we're really excited about this. That's fantastic. I'm not going to see your shit movie. How many people are going to see your shit movie? The MCU is in trouble this year because you're following this up with what is obviously going to be a rug pull in Daredevil, Born Again, and then the Thunder. I'm already falling asleep even trying to finish the title of that. But hey guys, things are going to look so much better with Fantastic Four, right? Like, that trailer was something. I'm recording this the day before the trailer comes out, so I don't know how unimpressive that's going to be. But hey, you know, key jangles because it's the 60s aesthetics, and hey, we're going to have a tease of Doctor Doom because Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in it. It's going to be so great, right? It's kind of like how Captain America is going to be so great because Steve Rogers says he's not going to be coming back, but we know he's going to be coming back. We got Harrison Ford and we got Red Hulk, and you like all of those things. And Avengers, yay, the MCU is so dead. Not quite Star Wars dead, but it's getting close. It's getting real close. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.